Hello. Hold on, y'all. Y'all gonna be mad at me. I gotta wipe my phone off. Sorry. Hold on, y'all. And I thought I had everything prepared so we wouldn't have no hiccups on the live like we always do. So I'm sorry. Okay, so forgive the initial beginning. Okay, let's start again. Welcome, everybody. This is Tasha checking in with another video. And today's video is going to be Life After Lockup, y'all, the season finale. This is season 5, episode 22. Let me move my chair back. This is episode 22, y'all, the season finale. We made it to the end of this crazy season. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix my light a little bit. Let me see which light I like. All right, that's cool. If it's your first time joining me, welcome to the live. This is Tasha checking in. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We over here at the Redefine Me channel, we have a good time over here. Thank y'all for joining me. If I had to give this episode a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, this season finale, in my opinion, was I'm going to give it a 5. Shoot, it wasn't much of nothing. In my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, season finales, right, of shows are supposed to be when we wrap up what happened during the season. It's supposed to go out with a bang. It's supposed to make us want to come back the next season and see what's going on with these people. But this season finale was lackluster, like really the whole season. It wasn't really a good season for real. So I'm so ready for Love After Lockup to come back. What's up, Miss Shakina? I hope I'm saying your name right, Miss Beckham. Welcome to the live. I'm with you. Thank you so much, man. Welcome to the live. Let's get into these couples. Let's get started. All right, y'all. I hope y'all had a great Sunday. If I look down at my papers, because I take notes. And so we're going to get started with these couples, okay? And be sure to interact in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about the couples as well. And we're going to have some fun, okay? So the first couple is Lindsay and Blaine. Okay. I hope I said your name right. I hate messing up people's names. Because people mess up my name all the time. Sidebar, y'all. My name is Natasha, but it's spelled Natosha. You would not believe how many people call me Natosha, Natusha, whatever they trying to do with that. Oh, I'm like, calm down. It's not that deep. It's Natasha. Whatever you were thinking when you first looked at it, it's Natasha. So I just tell people Tasha so they don't have to go through all of that. But anyway, back to the review. So Lindsay and Blaine is our first couple up for the review. I do not want to see Lindsay and Blaine no more. In my opinion, Blaine got exactly what he deserved, because remember last season when they was playing in Deontay's face, they used him to get on this show. Blaine treated him crazy, Lindsay treated him crazy, and they did all of that just so they could come back on the show as a couple. And now coming back around to them, the karma is in your face. That's exactly what y'all get. I don't feel sorry for neither one of them, okay? Blaine is pissed off at Lindsay. He up here yelling at her. Y'all remember last season he said she was sleeping with a married man, and Blaine got the ugly face on. He like and I'm just like, Blaine, are you possessed? Like, what's going on? He is super pissed at Lindsay because he just cannot believe that this woman that he feel like he was going to have this life with, this happily ever after, this everything with, he can't believe that she treating him like this. I'm like, why, Blaine? Since Lindsay has gotten on this show, she has used, abused, manipulated, treated people like trash that she has been with. Why did you think you was going to be any different? Oh, wait, because y'all got history? Sir, bye. So Blaine is packing up to leave. Lindsay said that Miley and his son Keegan is over at her mom's house. And I'm like, you know what? It's so messed up that Keegan is in the midst of this, because that's not her biological son. And now he's over the grandmother's house and got to be in the midst of this with Miley. Shakina Okay, Shanika. Okay, Shanika. Shanika said that is what that is what he get. Karma don't play. Absolutely, that's what he get. So they over there at the grandmother house, poor children. When Blaine described Lindsay, yeah, he said, I am so glad I am done with this manipulative narcissist, ugly eyebrow archer, push hairline, bee stings pushed up in the confessionals, trailer park trash. Like he dug into her, called her every name you could think of. I said, well, dang, Blaine. I was clutching my pearls like, okay, tell me how you really feel without without having to say it. But Blaine went off. And then we see him packing up. He put everything in his truck and he rides off on a four-wheeler. I don't know what that was about. Maybe he was taking a four-wheeler over to the where Keegan and him and Keegan gonna be at his friend's house or something. He was coming back for the truck. But why not keep it on the truck and just drive away in the truck? All the dramatics and theatrics. I don't know what that was about. And then to wrap them up, because y'all know at the end of the episode, they say where the people are today and all of that. So this is what happened with them to wrap their storyline up, because that's all that's happened with them on the show. So Lindsay charges is still pending. Y'all know Lindsay claims she's facing 40 years in jail. That 40 years, like real talk. Lindsay is what, 20? Was she 27? Something like that. She's facing, or 30, something like that. She's facing 40 years. If she actually gets 40 years, Lindsay would not get out of jail until she is 30, 40, 40, 50, maybe 50 something years old, maybe 60. Child, 40 years. Woo, child. Anyway, her charges are pending. And then it says that she and Blaine hasn't spoken since he left the house, of course. She says her and Molly Grace are living together. I will hope so. That's her mom. And Blaine has moved in with a friend with him and Keegan. So Keegan is with him. He moved in with a friend, and that's it. And that was the wrap on them. And as far as I'm concerned, both of them get what they got. I don't want to see them on my screen no more. I do not want to see Blaine and Lindsay no more. On to the next couple, which is Melissa and Louie. So y'all know Melissa had the rhinoplasty done. She got her nose done, and now last episode, remember what's his name? Louis was at the beach and he was setting up to see the nose because he's like, I'm waiting to see this nose. I hope it ain't crazy because I hope it don't look bad. And secretly, for real, I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping her nose looked a little jacked up because remember how she treated him when he got his teeth in? She was like, oh, they look a little big. I mean, what's wrong with it? Blah, blah. She was saying all this negative stuff and I was hoping the nose looked jacked up. I was like, please let one of the nostrils be in like that and she be looking like freaking ogre or something. Like, please. But anyway, that's the petty that was in me. So Melissa about to show the nose. Louis like, let's see it. She unveils it and then we see the nose. Now correct me if I'm wrong. It looked like it was long here and pushed up. It looked like it was like this. And she was saying because the swelling has to go down to everything. And a part of me is like, swelling or not, I feel like the nose she had in the beginning or her original nose that God gave her was better than what they gave her. In my opinion, she looks like it looked like it got fatter at the bottom or something. And she just like it's like she went in there and said, give me the black girl, white girl nose. Like make it skinny right here, but let me be a little black right up in here. Like I just don't know what's up with the nose. I don't like it. I feel like it looked crazy. Louis loved it though. He said, you look good. He kissing her and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. What else happened? So Melissa is thanking Louis. They sitting on the beach. She thanking him for being there for her, for taking care of her. And she finally gives him praise for coming out of prison and doing exactly what he said he was going to do. He was like, duh, that's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time. And really, Louis came out and he has been a success story to me. He came out. He is clean off of drugs. He got a job. You know, he trying to make his way. He is the definition of being reacclimated into society. But it took Melissa a whole season, which I think they was doing it for this storyline. But it took her a whole season to realize that he actually did what he said he was going to do. What else happened? So Melissa up here, Louis says, I have something for you. Here go Melissa. Oh my gosh. When your boyfriend says he has something for you, it should be a ring. And I'm like, girl, bye nobody give ain't nobody give you no ring. So Louis says, I have something for you. So Louis goes and he pulls out a bottle. He pulls out a bottle, right? Yes, go Louis. Yes, Louis did such a good job, right? Shanika. I got your name. Shanika. It's Shanika. Okay. So Louis pulled out the bottle. Inside the bottle, he has a note. So on the note, he basically is giving her a promissory note. Like, I'm going to commit to you. Hey, Tasha, welcome to the live. Say, hey, everyone. I'll be in the bushes listening. Okay, girl, we got you. We here, we here. So he has a note inside of the bottle. And on the note, he's promising Melissa that I'm going to be good. Oh, I got it right. Okay, yeah, Shanika got... I'm excited about that. I love giving people name right. Okay. So I just had to really look at the name because really I was just sort of shut and was just saying something else. But it's Shanika. It's not that difficult. I got it. I got it. So Louis had the note in the bottle and he is up here reading, promising that he's going to marry her. He's going to be there for her and everything like that. He said he wanted to get her a really good ring. Child, somebody outside beeping a horn like crazy. I didn't know what was going on. Y'all, I grew up in the hood. So when stuff started happening, I don't live in the hood now. But when stuff started happening outside the window, I don't care what I'm doing. I'm going to be like, make sure ain't that, popping off. I ain't gotta jump and, move real quick. If you know, you know. So Louis is basically saying he didn't want to give her no jacked up ring. He wants to give her something great, unlike Red that gave Joy a $31.99 ring. Louis said, I want to actually put some hundreds behind the ring. Like, I don't want to just give you nothing. So Melissa is like, oh, okay. You could tell that she was slightly disappointed, but Melissa, give the man time. She goes and says that, okay, this is her timeline. She says in 6 months, now she want to get breast implants. She want to get some boobies. So now she want to get some boobs. So she said in 6 months, I'm going to get some boobs. In another 6 months, you going to give me a ring. And in a year, we going to get married. I say, girl, pause. And Louis looking at her like, oh, really? You got the time frame planned out. I hope Louis don't let Melissa try to run over him and rush him into doing things. And sometimes that is the problem with some of these cast members. They want to rush into this life. This person just got out of prison. Give them time, baby steps. You got to crawl before you walk. Let them get reacclimated. Let them get a job. Let them stop and see the sun and breathe the air and walk down the block or something. Give them time. But these people, they don't want to give them time. They want to rush. And then as soon as they rush, everything falls apart. And we're witnessing the fall apart. What else happened? So at the end, to wrap up Melissa and Louis, it says that Melissa knows is healing. We know that Louis is working at the pizzeria and he's saving to buy Melissa a ring. And, that's the end of this story. I actually do like Louis. It sucks that he has to be with Melissa. Because I actually like Louis. I feel like he is a good guy. Like, I feel like he is trying to do the right by her, and she just is going to complain and nag and nag and nag. So on to the next couple, y'all, which is going to be Brittany and Key Rock. Okay. Jesus be offense. Y'all might throw tomatoes at me. Y'all might not like what I'm about to say. I don't like Brittany and Key Rock. Everybody knows that watches my reviews. Now, please understand, I don't know these people personally, but from what they're giving me on this season, I don't want to see them come back ever again. I do not want to see them come back again. So this is what's going on. First of all, Key Rock is a manipulator. He is a gaslighter, and he treats Brittany like trash. That is my opinion. That is what I see. Every time she has said something or she has aspirations or he gives her a little trinket, then he snatches it back by saying something really mean and crazy to her. So they open up, they in the bedroom, right? And Key Rock is like, why you ain't go to work? And she was like, well, we just got back from seeing my family. I'm a little sad. I'm a little depressed because I missed them. And the trip was short. And Key Rock, she was like, remember we talked about my grandmother said it would be great if we could move to New York. And the grandmother, when they called her, she said we could get him a job the whole nine. Keyron gonna say, that's a hard no. And I would have been like, you know what? Why don't I go live in New York for a little while and you stay here with your family? Because he's saying no to her because he said, how would I look if I leave my mom and my family and my situation and just go to New York? And Brittany is like, well, I'm here with your family dealing with your situation, and I don't see my family. I can't deal with them. And Kira going to tell her, ain't nobody tell you to come here. Ain't nobody tell you to be here. I was like, you know what? Yes, you did. Because if she would have told you while you was locked up that she was going to go to New York with her family, you would have had a natural born fit like you always do whenever you don't get your way. I was like, child, I wouldn't be with him. I wouldn't be with him because one, you're not going to keep gaslighting me, and you're not going to dangle tricks in front of my face when you want me to calm down, and then just, that's all he does with her. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because they got on FaceTime with the grandmother, and Brittany was happy because she was able to see the grandmother, and Key Rock all up in the phone trying to act like they're this happy couple that he just didn't dog her 2 minutes before, right? So then the grandmother is like, yeah, we could get you a job here if you move to New York. And now Key Rock is telling her he gonna have to think about it. He told Brittany he was gonna think about it too, but in my opinion, that's just something to pacify her and have her to be quiet. So after they get off the phone, he's like, are you happy? One of the little treats he wants to give her, are you happy you was able to see your grandmother? And she leans over on him and she sniffles and fake cries a little bit and was like, yeah, nah, nah, nah. I'm like, any man that makes you shrink as a woman and be less than a woman is not the man for you. You're not going to turn me into some old this big of a woman with this old baby voice like her and what is it, Taylor. No, you're not going to do that to me. If we're in a relationship, we should be able to give a little, take a little. We should be able to come together. Y'all can work this thing out, but no, Key Rock wants to be over her, lord over her, caveman over her, and have her do everything he want her to do and forget how she feels about anything until she turns up on him and get mad. Then he want to act like he all loving and kind. Miss me with that. So anyway, moving on to them, what I'm about to get to, where y'all might not like what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it because I gotta get it out. I gotta get it off my chest. Hopefully YouTube don't feel a way about what I'm about to say, but whatever. God will not be mocked. God will not be mocked. Stop playing in God's faces. Brittany and Key Rock on this episode, that's exactly what they did. They played in God's face, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, the church they went to, I guess it was some type of new reformed gay church. You know they got these churches out here where we love everybody. Gay, straight, trans, bi, whatever, okay? So they had this type of church, and you can tell because the pastor looked like she had a girlfriend. Why do I have to say that? I'm gonna get this review, whatever. If anybody's offended, I apologize, but this is what I feel. This is my opinion. So hopefully y'all understand. So the pastor looked like she had a girlfriend herself. I'm just going to tell the truth. She had one of the rainbow colored things on her jacket and everything, and they up in the church. So they're going to go get baptized. Again, I would say God will not be mocked. He is not going to be mocked. Do not play in his face. And this is what they did. They went down to some place where it was a river or whatever, and now they're going to go get baptized. First of all, how you going to sit up here? How you going to sit up here? And I'm going to say it how I feel it. And up here and get baptized when you are living a lifestyle that the Christian church frowns upon. Let me say it again for the people in the back. How you going to sit up here and get baptized when you are living a lifestyle that the Christian church frowns upon and does not agree with? So who are you baptizing to? Please help me understand. You're baptized. You're doing one of the Christian principles. Even when she was in the car, the grandmother said, she called her, she said they about to get baptized. She said, oh, so you're going to be a Christian? She was like your mother. And she says, oh, there's all different types of Christians. Stop playing in God's face. God would not be mocked. So they go down to the river. Take me to the water. And they get to the river. And first of all, the pastor didn't dunk them all the way down. She dunked like this part. When you get baptized, you all the way, you submerged. You in the water. So she dumps down Brittany and everything, just enough so her bum wouldn't get messed up on the top, which I thought that was crazy because anytime you get dunked in the water, any hairstyle you got, unless it's braids, is going to be messed up because it's wet. But again, it was a baptism Y'all gonna hate me. Y'all gonna be like, we ain't watch her live, no. But I gotta say what I gotta say. So Brittany, she got on and got baptized. And then here comes Key Rock. Oh, extra gaslight, manipulative, playing in God's face. He gets in the water and the pastor dunks him. Then he's like, oh, I need to dunk again. And dunks him again. Do it one time, one more time, and dunks him again. I said, so what we doing? We playing now? Are we so that's what we doing. We playing. I didn't like this because it was mocking God. It was playing in his face because you're sitting up here playing in the baptism. This is not playtime. This is something serious. A baptism is serious. Tasha said, spill it, Tasha. We're here for it. Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for being here for me. But don't play. Don't play a baptism. Anything that you are doing for God is serious business. Don't play. Key Rock up there talking about dunk me again, and her being the pastor is sitting up here entertaining his mess. Shanika said, I'm with you. I didn't like it either. Okay, thank you, Shanika. Okay, we all on one accord. Thank you, church. We all on one accord. And let me just tell you, I love everybody all day, every day. I don't hate nobody. The lifestyle you chose to live, that's on you. That's between you and God. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But don't play with God. Do not play with God. God would not be mocked. And that's exactly what y'all did. And now y'all going to go back after you get baptized and saying, Brittany up here playing in her confessionals, fake speaking in tongues, talking some, oh, I feel the spirit and all of that. Again, playing with God. Stop playing with God. Let me tell you what annoys me and irritates me that people does with the Christian church that they don't do with any other religion. They play a lot with the Christian church. And mainly because, and this is what's happening lately, a lot of these fake pastors, these false prophets are becoming exposed, okay? In this generation because God's not playing. We living in that time. And so they getting exposed and people up here saying, you know, that's why I don't go to church. They fake, they this. But there are some real Christians out there. There are some real pastors out there. There are some people that don't play about Jesus and Jesus don't play about them and they love God. That's not everybody. Just because there's a few people don't mean that you should judge a whole church or a whole body of people on a few people that's out here doing the most and not being straight up and correct and living for Christ. That's not everybody that's a Christian. There are great Christians out here, i.e., I'm one of them. I love God all day, every day. I'm a Christian. I love everybody. I don't judge nobody. I don't do that. But when I see stuff that don't jive with what I believe and what I have been taught, the foundation that has been laid in my life, I'm going to speak on it. And then playing in God's faces. First, don't be playing with the Holy Ghost. Don't be up here fake speaking in tongues saying you feel the Spirit knowing you don't feel nothing. Okay, Brittany, stop it. And y'all too, they need to go repent because they played in God's face with this whole baptism and everything. And that's just what I feel. Y'all may feel differently. That's what I feel. So what else happened with them so we can get up off of these people? I don't want to see them no more. What else to close them out? All right, hold on. Okay, so to close out this couple, this is what happened with them. It says that Brittany hopes that her parents will meet Key Rock and they plan on getting married in 2024, child. That's what it is. That's with them. I hope I don't never see them again. I'm sorry if somebody didn't like what I said, but I said what I said. I don't apologize for it. In the tone of Nene Leakes, I said what I said. I meant what I meant. That's what it is. On to the next couples, y'all. And this was crazy because we missed out on great other couples that we wanted to know what happened with because they spent time on couples that really didn't even matter. Like Mike and Justine. Let's get to them. They get on my daggone nerves. I can't stand Mike and Justine either. Oh my God. Okay, so my mom up in the house, y'all. Remember last episode, she had the paternity test walking around, talking about something. I'm gonna find out if this my baby, and she creeping through the house like she's Santa Claus on Christmas on Christmas Eve. Excuse me, y'all. They done got something in my throat. 1 second. So she creeping around the house, right? Like she's Santa Claus. or the daggone paternity test. I'm like, well, this lady go somewhere and sit down. They are boring. They don't have a storyline, but we don't need you sitting up here trumping up something that ain't even true. So she creeping around, and she creeps open the door to want to go and do the test. And then all of a sudden, she closes the door, and in a confessional, she sits up here and talk about some, you know what, Justine is the best thing that happened to Michael. The baby is beautiful. That's his baby. I'm just going to leave it on. I said, girl, you did all of this for weeks. For weeks. She brought it at the restaurant. She brought it up again at the baby shower. Then she brought it up again when Justine first had the baby. Then she bring it up again this episode. For 4 episodes at least, you've been bringing this paternity test out. Then you're going to turn around and renege on it. I said, you know what? They would do anything for a storyline, and I mean anything. Even act like last episode that it was a problem with Justine delivering and all of that, a chance that she may not make it or that something's wrong with the baby. I didn't like that at all. After they did that last episode, I was done with them. I said, y'all two will do clickbait for anything. Anything. There are women out here who really lost a child, who really suffered, and y'all sitting up here want to play with it just for some clicks and views so y'all can have a storyline. That to me, that's crazy. Anyway, the baby is beautiful. Okay, their little baby is so cute. I'm not going to take that away from the baby. The baby is really, really cute. Justine is holding a baby. She up here talking to Michael in the bed, and Mike is telling her that, you know, what do you think about Melanie coming to his oldest daughter coming to Vegas with them? Justine says nothing will make me happier. He says, what do you think about my mom coming to help? And Justine is like, I mean, you know, she paused on that. Shanika said, mom got on my nerves with that paternity test. Yes, shaking my head. I'm telling you, she knew she wasn't going to do that. I was like, sit your old self down. So Justine talking about something. I don't know about the mom coming to Vegas, but we already know the mom gonna be there. Cause y'all gonna have like how many kids in that house? Well, we don't know if Michael's 2 youngest kids are coming, but they at least gonna have about 6 kids in that house. Wait, her 4, 5, maybe 6 in the house. So then she gonna need some help. So cut it out. But I don't see why. It ain't like she doing no work or nothing like that. I'm trying to understand how is Mike and Justina ended up affording a house in Vegas. And they said the dag on a note for the house, the mortgage is $4,000. What is Mike doing? Somebody please drop in the comments what job Mike has. Shanika's laughing. What job does he have? Do we know Justine ain't doing nothing? Are y'all getting that much from being on this show that y'all can afford to do that? That's $4,000 a month. Like, what are y'all doing to afford that house? Not to mention you got utilities when you get down there. You gotta have transportation. The kids gonna eat, and when you got growing kids, they eat all the time. And I'm just kind of, what is he doing? I don't see where the bag is at, but maybe he invested in something. I don't know what he did, but maybe it's some money hid somewhere. I don't know. So what else happened? That's it that happened with them. To end them all out, they said that oh, one thing Justine said, she said she wouldn't mind Melody coming to Vegas. She wants her to have fun and everything, enjoy being a 16-year-old because she has really raised the 2 youngest kids. And I said, what in the world is going on? Where was the 2 youngest kids' mother or mothers? Why isn't Mike raising his 2 youngest kids now? You got this 16-year-old that is living the life of an adult, and you up here trying to say, oh, I want her to have fun now because she's 16 and she needs to enjoy life. Boo, Justina. I don't like Justina, Michael. Last thing to wrap them up, Mike said he is considering getting a vasectomy, and Justina is talking about some, yes, you should do that. She happy about it. She 100% on board. Whatever. I don't want to see them next season either. Shanika said, I'm going to leave that alone. YouTube might block me. Yeah, if you think YouTube gonna say something about it, just think it in your head, don't say it. On to the next couple, which is going to be, we're going to wrap up these little couples, which I don't understand why. Tasha said, please do not bring them back. Exactly, don't bring them back. I don't know why we didn't see Eris and Cameron. I forgot Eris and Cameron was on the show until they wrapped them up. They didn't even show them. Why didn't they show Eris having a baby? Why didn't they show them finding a house? Why didn't they show check a bag, check a bag, the daggone music video? Why we didn't see that drop? in my opinion, Eris and Cameron is boring too, but at least they had some other stuff going on outside of Justine and Michael. They could have gave us a wrap up with them in a few sentences, Justine and Michael, because they ain't had nothing going on. Why? I just don't understand that. So Eris and Cameron, she gave birth to the baby. The baby name is Charlie. She's so cute. They showed the baby, of course, and then they found a new house. That's all that happened with them. But in my opinion, I want to know about the music video. I wanted to know about that, you know. But yeah, they could have put them on, shoot. And then Sarah and Sean wasn't on this episode, but they got a wrap up. They said they are slowly repaying off their debt, okay, and then their new house should be complete by 2025. So they showed them tearing down, you know, that burnt down, decrepit house that her stepfather had left to them or gave them. I think he got over on them. He took their money and ran to Vegas and got over on them because that house was burnt up. You cannot live in that house. Y'all remember last episode, they had 2 campers on the side of the house, and them campers looked like they didn't have running water or a shower. And I'm like, so now what are we doing? They would have been better off going to a hotel, living there until the house is ready, or renting an apartment. As soon as I rolled up on that property and saw that burnt down house, I would have been like, so now what, you don't like me? Is that what it is? I would have turned right back around, asking for my money back, and we would have went and rented an apartment or did something. I got no. But anyway, they saw them tearing down the house or whatever, so I guess 2025 we'll see. Really, both of them couples, we need some new people. That's what we need, because them 2 couples can stay gone too. On to the next couple, which is going to be Chevelle and Quaylon. Ciao. Okay, so Chevelle and Quaylon is meeting up with Maila's father's mother. So her biological grandma, they are meeting up with her in the park. Why was Chevelle dressed like she's about to go work out? What's up with the waist trainer, Chevelle? What were you trying to do? You know, I don't know what part of Texas they're in, but the fashions and the wigs are just giving Dollar General, Party City, and Temu clothes. Like, what is wrong with their look? Like, I don't understand. Every time we have seen them, I mean, is it a certain part of Texas that they're in that has this type of 70s cheap looking fashion? I don't get it. I don't get it. Because Quaylon in his confessionals always looked like a 70s pimp. And then we saw him at the park. He had half of his head shaved off on both sides. I was like, why does it look like Quaylon has on a helmet? Like, his hair looked like a helmet. I'm like, what is going on here? But whatever, I digress. They meet in the park with the grandmother, with the biological grandmother. And so, Maila, they tell her to go play. So she goes and play, and Chevelle and Quaylon is sitting there with the grandmother talking to her. And then Quaylon, they're asking her questions, saying, you know, what's up with the father? He's not trying to be a part of Maila's life. Why is he not being a part of the life and everything like that? And the mother is up here talking about she was with us for 2 weeks. He does love his daughter, but if he's not showing it, how does anybody know? You know what got on my nerves? The mother, she came up in there defending her son. I hate when moms do this. I know it's your child. You are supposed to love your child. But if my son is doing something wrong, he's not right, I'm not defending his mess and his crap. If you wrong, you wrong, and I'm going to check you. If you're not being there for your daughter, get yourself together and be there for your daughter. Be a father. I don't have time for these mothers that sit up here and defend their sons to death. If the son is wrong, call him out on it and tell him he's wrong. Man, Quaylon gets up, he goes and plays with Maila, and then her and Chevelle sit there, and they going back and forth. The mom was getting in her feelings because Chevelle talking about some, well, Quaylon might be adopting Maila. But I thought last episode, Chevelle, you was listening to Maila when she said she don't want him to adopt her, and you said pause on the adoption. Now all of a sudden you meet up with the grandmother, and you throwing in her face that Quaylon might be adopting Maila. So, and the grandmother talking some, no, absolutely not. We not having that. That's my lineage. That's my this. And I'm like, Grandma, you don't have no right to decide if that's going to happen. Really, this conversation should be had with Maila's father and not you. And while she was sitting there, the father ended up calling on the phone, and she told him, oh, that's him calling now, but he don't know I'm here, so that's why she didn't answer the phone. Whether he knew or not, I would have answered the phone, put him on speaker so he can actually have a conversation. Because if the dad ain't doing what he's supposed to do, like Quaylon has said She needs a dad in her life. She does. But Quaylon, you kind of sketchy, so I don't know why you would say she needs a dad and you want to be that dad. It's great and admirable that you want to be the dad, but you ain't all that either. Because Chevelle said Quaylon has been in her life since she was 3 years old. If that is true, why was Maila so against him adopting her? Wouldn't she be excited to have him as her father or adopt her because she loves him so much? Every time you ask Maila about Quaylon, she'd be like, nah. So something else is going on with this storyline, and they are not revealing it. Maybe Quaylon has showed some things that Maila wasn't rocking with. Kids are not dumb. They not dumb. They see stuff and they know what they want and what they don't want. And obviously she don't want Quaylon, and Quaylon has showed something that makes Maila feel that way, because if he's been in her life since 3 and she's now what, 10 or 11, Shanika's laughing, 10 or 11, she should want him around, right? But she was like, nah, I don't want that. Now all of a sudden Chevelle want to throw it in her face and say, oh, he adopted her child. What else happened with them? Her name was Sonia, the biological grandma. Then Maila comes back over there, sitting there while the grandmother and Chevelle still talking. I didn't like that. Go play, okay? To get out of grown folks' business. Why are you sitting right here? Why, Chevelle, did you allow her to sit right there? I didn't like that. She should have went and go slid down that slide some more. I would have told her, baby, I will call you when we're done. Go play. Or like my parents used to say, when my aunts and my mom and them got over my grandparents' house and they sat around the table to talk girl talk, they told us, get lost, go outside, and don't come back. Until we call y'all to come back. And so we was outside. We didn't know what was going on in there. And that's the way it should be. Children stay in children's places. What else happened? The grandmother talking about she got grandparents' rights, so she not gonna let no adoption go down. I said, ma'am, you can try your hardest, but if your son is a lackluster deadbeat daddy, then you cannot sit up here and tell this woman what she is going to do with her daughter. That is between your son and Chevelle. And that's all I got to say about that. To wrap them up, they paused the adoption, which they already said they were going to do. Then they said they wasn't. Now they pausing again. They planning our face too. And then they saying the wedding planning is continuing. And that's all that happened with Chevelle and Quaylon. Really, I don't want to see them come back either. I kind of want to know what's going to happen with the whole father, if we're going to see him make an appearance. But really, I don't want to see them come back either. Who's next on the list? I think we got one more couple. Hold on, y'all. Louis, Bray, Key-Rock. Okay, now we got two more couples. Chance and Taylor. Chance is so arrogant. He thinks so highly of himself than he should. He keeps telling Taylor that he's the best thing that's happened to her and her kids. How? If y'all have watched my reviews before, right, y'all already know we have went down the list of what Chance has done to Taylor. He has knocked her up, number one. Knocked her up. She had 3 girls already. You didn't need a 4th child. Children a blessing. I love babies. But at the end of the day, use a condom. He knocked her up. She wasn't prepared in the mental space or in the financial space or in any space to receive another child. But she said, open her legs, said, come on in, drop off seed. I don't understand that. So knocked her up, number one. Number 2, tore that house up. Have y'all seen what Chance has done to the house? Tore it up. Absolutely. Ain't no way no man gonna come in my life. Not only did you knock me up, and then you gonna tear my house up? No, we not doing that. Number 3, drove a divide between her and her sister. Remember, he shipped Bobby out into the garage that looked like it was something off of the movie Saw. That decrepit, dilapidated living space they tried to put Bobby in. And then he turns around, gives her an STD. Remember that? Remember he gave her STD a couple of seasons ago? And she's sitting up there telling him, Chance likes it rough. Rough? Like I told you, y'all before. People have had rough sex and they ain't never come up with no STD, Taylor. I'm just saying. And then on top of that, he's dragged your credit down. Your credit is probably jacked up dealing with him. He done got your name out here in these streets looking crazy. We don't even know what happened to the epoxy business. People probably don't want to mess with you because Chance is in your corner. Like, come on. Like, anyway, so Chance is at the gas station, right? Tasha said, right, it doesn't work that way. Exactly. Exactly. So Chance at the gas station. He talking to production. He up here talking about yeah, I don't know what's going on with Taylor. She done kicked him out, basically. She done kicked him out. He ain't got nowhere to go. So now he at the gas station and production just let him get stuff off his chest. But while he was there at the gas station, he was all moving all around. He looked like he was high as a kite. He up here doing rap moves and stuff and all this and that. And I'm like, what is Chance doing? Just crazy. So Taylor, while he at the gas station, we pan over to her at the house. She up here talking some, I'm gonna get rid of all of these memories. I mean, look at me and Chance. They showed a picture of them. Remember Chuck E. Cheese? When Chuck E. Cheese had that picture booth where you could get in with your child and they do the black and white picture. That's what Taylor had of her and Chance. So look at the memories and stuff. I said, girl, throw that picture in the trash. She tells her I gotta get rid of these memories. I'm like, Taylor, get a daggone backbone and some bass in your voice. Her voice is this me. And then that's why he take advantage of you. You need to get some black girlfriends and let them school you in how to get some bass in your voice. Because when we fed up, we about to give it to you. You need to let them school you. You need to tell Chance, we not having this. You're not about to come up in my, like, that's what you need. You need to get your finger together or grab the air, do what you gotta do, and, maybe pop your lips a little. Like, you're not about to do, like, you need to get trained, and somebody in her corner with some backbone need to let her know, this what you need to do. This how you need to talk to him. I don't know, what she need to do something. Anyway, her and Chance gonna meet up at the park. They look like they met up at some park with a gazebo or something. I don't know what they did. Chance is crying. He talking about somehow he's devastated of losing Taylor and all this stuff while he on his way over to the park. They get to the park. It's cold outside, I guess, and Taylor's talking about something. I forgot my jacket. Girl, bye. If I'm about to go meet somebody, first of all, I gotta open my front door and go and get in the car. Did you not know it was cold when you had to go get in the car and you just kept on going? Like, what the heck is wrong with you? Something wrong with Taylor. So she gets to the park. Chance up to Thompson, Taylor, please let me get you a coat. I said, child. So Taylor's like, okay. So he goes to get her a coat, put the coat on her, and then he's trying to hug her from the back. And she's like, get off. Get off of me. And she's like, I said a coat. I didn't say you could get a hug. He was like, you didn't say I could get a hug, but I stole a hug. I was like, oh my God, they are so juvenile. What else? She asked him for the truth, so Chance finally gave her the truth. He said, okay, I'm going to give you the truth. Either you're going to accept it or not, and we're going to move on, or whatever's going to happen. Chance said, I cheated on you. And Taylor says, I hate you. I can't believe you cheated on me. While I'm up here taking care of your baby. So then Chance said he cheated with 5 people. Y'all get ready for this. Hold your breath. And then let it go. Breathe. Because Chance said he cheated with 5 people. And one of them was a man. I said, now, wait a minute. Wait a whole minute. Are you serious, Chance? Chance said, well, actually, I didn't sleep with the dude. This is what he told us, right? And y'all tell me if y'all believe this, because I don't believe it. He said that he was at some party or something, and a man came on to him and wanted to give him head. I said, say what now, Chance? He said the man said he wanted to give him head, and he said nah. Now, how many of y'all think he did not get it? Oh, he got it. He was probably high as a kite, and he let that dude go down on him until he released. And I'm just like, oh my God. That's why she got the STD a couple of episodes ago. And I ain't saying only gay dudes giving out STDs, but I'm just saying. Shanika said, LOL. Not sore. Yes, I remember that he gave her an STD. Right. They got on my nerves too. Yes, I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. The STD would have been a deal breaker. We would have came back no other seasons. I don't care how much money they was giving us. Once he dropped the STD on me, I would have been done. I'm like, no, no. That's it. No more love after lockup. No more life after lockup. I would have been done. So then he says that it's Taylor's fault that all this happened, right? Because she spoke it into existence. I said, oh, now he's speaking stuff into existence. Okay. He blaming it on her. He said all he wanted really was pizza night and Taco Tuesdays with his family. That's all he wanted. I said, Chance, you a whole lot. What else happened with them? They up here talking this whole time in the park, which in my opinion it went on too long. They could have gave us one of the other couples that we didn't see. They could have cut their conversation down short. um what else he said? Da, 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 da. That was really it. I mean, in my opinion, she says it's over. She says they're not together, but who knows with Taylor? She ain't got no spine. When they was in the confessional, Taylor said, nah, I don't forgive you or whatever. So Chance walked away. Taylor said, you know what? The only smart thing Taylor said was what she learned from the relationship. And I always feel like even if you have a ex that you had a really bad relationship with, there's always something you can learn even in the midst of bad, right? You have an ex that you had the worst relationship ever. But she said she learned how to not settle for stuff. She learned a couple of other things. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's what it was, if that's what it took for you to learn that, she said also maybe she needs counseling. Okay, maybe this relationship led her to counseling. That's what she said. So if it took Chance coming into her life, child, but I'm like, girl, why you couldn't learn that lesson from something less than all that he put you through? But I guess sometimes it takes extreme measures to get you to change. They're closing up them. They're not together. And then they put Chance a mugshot up, y'all. They said Chance got arrested for tampering with a automotive vehicle. They said he was released on bail. I said, Lord, Chance is going from bad to bad, from worse to worse. It's just, and that's it with them. I said, woo, child. Their whole conversation got on my nerves. I was like, can we cut over to something else? I'm tired of them. Last and final couple, y'all, is Red and Janome. Child, Red, in my opinion, every time I look at him, he just looked like he about to start laughing. Like he doesn't take anything seriously. And, Joy, okay, I'm going to say this. I'm a part of the plus size woman community, okay? And I'm not ashamed of it. Working on my figure in 2024. Y'all gonna see some changes, okay? But I love myself the way I am now. My self-esteem is up here. You can't tell me nothing different. Ain't no man coming to me telling me nothing that they don't like about me, because it doesn't matter to you. Because guess what? My husband loves every single piece of it. And even before I was married, I didn't have a problem getting a man. I stood on business with my self-esteem. I did not let no man come into my life give me no crap. Did I have horrible exes? Absolutely. Did they do some stupid stuff? Absolutely. And I cut them off as soon as the stupid stuff came up. Girl, we grown over here, right? And so sometimes people like to believe that just because a woman is bigger, that they don't have no self-esteem, or that they're bitter, or that they'll fall for anything, or that a man gonna run all over them. Not all the time. No, it depends on the type of woman. And Joy is weak. Joy is that type of woman. Unfortunately, because of the way she looks, and this is my opinion, she will settle for some crap that a woman that has higher self-esteem would not necessarily settle for. Shanika says, her little baby voice shaking my head, shaking my head. No, don't believe it. Exactly. Taylor's baby voice, hate it. Tasha said, you're beautiful. Oh, thank you. The way you carry yourself on here shows shows how confident you are. Thank you. Yeah, he got it right. But I'm just like, okay, Joy is that type of woman. She's a bigger chick and she has low self-esteem. So because of that, she is settling for bad body Red. Red body look like, listen, Red is not a guy. If I was walking down the street, I would not be like, ooh, look at him. I'd be like, oh, look at Red is not and Joy, I don't know why Joy let him treat her like this, but let's get into it. So they open up, they still sitting on the couch, right? Remember last episode she said, Red, be honest with me, tell me the real, what is it? Keep it 100. So what I will say is that Red stood on business. Red said, listen, I slept with Julie, and then Joy, you know, she tried to keep it together, of course, but all of a sudden she broke down and cried because she's weak. She can't handle that type of honesty. So I don't know why she asked him for that type of honesty, because she can't handle it. So Red, after Red said he slept with Julie and everything, Joy starts asking him questions. He said that he's not with her. She said, is she pregnant? Maybe she's pregnant. You slept with her without a condom. He said, I haven't talked to her in a while. I don't think she's pregnant. She's not pregnant. She said, are you trying to get back with her? He said, no. She gonna sit up here and ask him, was it good? I said, what are we in high school? Ask some questions that are valid and that is going to affect your life. Was it good? Is she better than me? See, I told y'all she got low self-esteem, because a woman with self-esteem, they not gonna be asking if no other woman is good. They gonna do you in the bedroom, and they gonna put it all out there in the bed and let you know that it's going to be good. They don't care what other woman you've been with. But she asking questions, is it good? Asking, did he use a condom and all this other stuff. High school questions, in my opinion, that she really didn't need to really know. So fast forward, the sisters come over her house, right? So she put Red out. Red went back to Missouri. Why he didn't take his stuff with him, I don't know. So the sisters come over, they helping her pack up Red's stuff and everything to send it to him. Child, wouldn't have been me, I'm gonna send him a daggone thing. That means I gotta pack his stuff up in the box, drop it off at the post office, and pay to have it shipped. Now, let me tell y'all something. As y'all know, I work at the post office, okay, for the post office. And a box of that size that Joy was packing up is probably going to run her about $20-something in shipping. I'm not, and it was like 2 or 3 boxes. I'm not about to pay $60, $70 to ship this dude some stuff. Nah, you know, when his stuff going to the trash, just like he went to the trash, I'm not shipping the daggone thing. Joy better than me. So while she packing up the stuff and everything, she says she gonna write him a thank you letter. So she has this little card, and she writes in a card, thank you for wasting our time, blah, 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 all this other stuff she wrote. I don't know all the other lines, but she was basically writing him a thank you, but not thank you notice. We pan over to Red. Red at his mama house, sitting up there looking like he dusty. He's sitting up there acting like he applying for jobs. I said, now you want to apply for a job. He's sitting up there, he called a warehouse, right? And a lady answered the phone. Of course, they disguise her voice. He asking her, I'm checking up on the application. The lady says her and her husband running. He said he just got out of jail. Soon as he said he just got out of jail, the lady was like, okay. She said, I really can't make that decision. My husband does. She put it off on the husband. But she said, based off of your background, I know my husband going to say no. And I was like, child, well, I guess. What else? So he up here gets another phone call from somebody he dealing with, a bestie. He got a new bestie, I guess. And they talking about some let's meet up. What is up with these desperate women that want to meet up with the likes of someone like Red? Like, if I was in a house watching a movie, eating popcorn, and I'm like, you know what, I could go for some male company. You know, if I wasn't married and I was like, I can go for some company. I'm not going to call Red. I'm going to call a dude that at least, 1, look like something. 2, got some type of status or something going on. 3, this gonna, you know, give good vibes and energy and all of that. Like, I'm just gonna call somebody that's worth it. Who is sitting in the house talking about something? You know who I'm gonna call? Let me call fresh out of prison, bad body, jobless Red. Let me go ahead and call him and hook up with him. Child, okay, and the D cannot be that good, because he been in jail, locked up for 10 years. The only person he'd have been with is, so we know of, is Julie and Joy. So he had 2 experiences in 10 years, so he can't be all that. The way he kiss ain't even attractive. It's like, come on now. Shanika is laughing. So all right, what happened? So Joy wrote him the closure letter and all of that. Red in his confessional said that he messed up. He said he realized after all of this that Joy was the one that had his back, was holding him down. She was the one taking care of him, and he messed it up. I said, you absolutely did, Red. You messed it up. This woman, because of her self-esteem and because of who she is and the weakness of her, Red, and I don't agree with what I'm about to say, right? But Red could have rode her till the wheels came off. If he would have put game, if he would have kept the house clean, had a meal ready when she came home, had the bath water ready, listen, he could have pimped her for years. But what did he do? He messed it up off of what? Because you want to go see what other puss out here feels like. He even said that Joy was the best that he had. So why in the world, Red, did you have to even go and see what something else felt like? You said Joy was the best. You could have been set up, dude. Like, he don't know how to pimp. He don't know how to pimp. He's too busy trying to be out in these streets. When if he would have played the cards right, man, he could have had it made for years, and Joy would have done it too. She probably would have went ahead and married him, and he really could have been made in the shade, you know. But child, anyway, so to wrap them up, it says Joy haven't spoken to Red. She's single, right? Red hasn't found a job yet. Who's surprised? And what else happens? What? Someone not serious. Oh, it says Red is seeing someone, but it's not serious. And that closes them out. Child, I don't want to see Red and Joy no more either. They broke up, so they not going to be back on this show anyway. So we don't got to worry about them. But that was the end of all of the couples, y'all, and my review on the season finale of Life After Lockup Season 5, Episode 22, Fighting Chance. If it's your first time joining me again, go ahead and like the video, comment in the video, and subscribe. Thank you to Tasha for joining me, Shanika for joining me in the live chat. I really appreciate y'all. I always have fun doing my lives. I love it, love it, love it. I do other content on my channel because this season finale is wrapping up. Tasha said Red looks like he smells. He does. And why was his locks? His locks was, hold on, y'all. My braid got caught to my earring. His locks was like this. Why was his locks up in his face? Oh, they was throwing up gang signs. But anyway, y'all. I do story times on my channels. I do Let's Talk About It. I do reviews on other things, and I also drop in recipes, ideas, workout ideas, maybe fashion ideas. It's really a lifestyle channel for us to be able to have a soft life in this generation. With everything that's going on, we want to be able to enjoy our life and live a happy, healthy life in this generation. Tasha's laughing. So that is what my channel is all about. If you vibe with me, go ahead and subscribe and share my videos, or share a video that I've done to your friends, families, cousins, sisters, all of them, your aunties, and have them subscribe as well. Shanika said Red is trash. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would remain, if Red was the last man on earth, I would just remain single. I would be a nun. I would get an outfit, and I would just be for the rest of my life. That would just be what it is. Wouldn't be with Red. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for joining me. And until we meet again, but since this was season finale, I don't think they're coming back until the summertime. I believe I heard the summertime. But I am, if y'all want me to review a certain show that you actually like, that you think I should review, go ahead and drop that in the comments as well. Replay watchers, go ahead and drop your choice of show in the comments as well. I may pick up another show while they're on break, because I do watch a lot of different shows. But it has to be worth it. It has to be something that's kind of popular out there on YouTube that other people are reviewing as well. So if you do want me to review a certain show, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Okay. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. Until we meet next time. Bye.